Hey everyone, this is Judi with JLBCrafts. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, thank you so much for giving me a try. In this video, I'm going to be hand lettering inspirational quotes in this horizontal spread that I did a year ago. If you're interested to see the plan with me for this spread, I will link it in the cards up above, so you don't have to go and search for it. But it is there if you want to just finish the video and not stop and click on the link. Just look for this date range for 2022 on my horizontal playlist. They're all in order. I didn't use them all because I was doing Sunday hand lettering teaching videos, and doing 2 videos a week with hand lettering quickly became too much. So I continued to do the spreads knowing that I would use them this year, and I am really enjoying flipping to these each week and seeing what they inspire. Since I've already done spring quotes, I wanted to look up exactly what the specific theme was for this, and it was stay magical. So all the quotes we're lettering in this video are going to deal with the word magic. So I pulled my pens already, and I have all of these pens linked in the description box of all of my videos. These are all pens that you can use for traditional brush lettering. So I have the Calligraph from Archer and Olive. I love these because they have a brush tip on both ends, a big fat one and a little thin one. This is the orange yellow. We're going to use both ends of this. I'm going to use the really big end here for the word magic, and then we'll use the fine end for one of the other quotes. So I have an orange Pentel Touch Brush sign pen. I have a let's see, orange Tombow Fudenosuke or Fudenosuke. Tombow is the brand, and Fudenosuke is the product line. I'm just kind of spreading these out, and I went with pens that match the stickers. I have a nice hot Vice brand Ultra Color hot pink, which I have a hot pink floral there, so maybe we'll put that up here. I have kind of a peachy pink Le Pen Flex, and I'm just thinking, again, I don't want the pink there. Let's put the orange there and the pink there. And then we'll use the small end of this yellow one here. And then I have the Zebra Funwari. Again, Zebra is the brand. Funwari is the brush pen tip in orange. So there we go. So we'll try to remember the order. I'm going to slide these up off camera. There we go. All right, so we're going to start with the really fat end. Now I'm not going to get it. Oh, and I also have a Papermate Flare in a mustardy yellow color, and this is for these boxes. When I knew who the famous person is, who they attribute the quote to, I put that in here. So I have a couple of quotes by author unknown, and then I have several where I know who the famous person is, and we'll capture that piece of information as well. I'm not going to get into the mechanics of brush lettering, light ups and heavy downs, where to hold your pen and all of that. I have 2 years worth of instructional videos, weekly instructional videos on that. I will link the more recent playlist in the cards up above. I already had a year of lettering under my belt at that point, and so I was able to impart more advice and knowledge. So I recommend you start with that playlist and just work your way through at your pace. There are 53 weeks of videos, so that will get you an entire calendar year, but and they do coincide with the letter order that you learn from the Happy Planner lettering planner, but you can learn, you know, in with whatever horizontally lined paper you happen to have on hand. So, and the very first video on that playlist is all about the paper and the pens and what you need to secure first in order to get a good proper start under your belt. So, all right, let's start with the word magic. Since this is a very, very fat end to the pen, we're going to use 4 lines altogether. And I actually make the capital letter of this one just really, really nice and big. So let's start with that. So we're going to start with our capital M. I'm just going to make it really big. And then we'll use 2 lines together for, and I should have put this up. I need to bring the A up a little higher because I need to drop down for the G in magic. So we're gonna actually come up quite a bit and pick these two. Let's see, let's do these 2 rows as our bottom half of our lowercase letters. You'll see what I mean. And since it was Stay Magical, I think I'll go ahead and put the AL on there as well. There we go. All right, so then let's put this pen back up there so it's in the right spot. Okay, so very first quote has no box for who to attribute the quote to, so I went with an author unknown for this one, and it has the word beginnings in it, which is why I chose it for the first quote of the week. So it is trust the magic of new beginnings. So I think we're going to get we're going to divide that into 3 lines. Since we use 2 rows together, that means my first one needs to start about here. So trust the magic. Let's see how much of that we can fit on this first row. Okay, magic's gonna be a squeeze, so we won't try to put that in there. We're gonna go with magic of, and so I think I might bring that kind of over this way, and it's gonna end up really short, and then new beginnings is gonna come way out here, and that'll give me a nice random staggering. So trust the magic of, I have no descenders to worry about, entanglements with. And then new beginnings. So new, that's a really long one. Beginnings is a long word. So we're gonna start about, I think we'll start about here where the T is and just see where we end up with all of those. We do have to worry about this descender. We'll try to space that properly. So as long as I get the ascender in B of the B, not right there, so we're just gonna go ahead and start it right here. The eyes and the first part of the ends look pretty similar, so you gotta be really careful on where you dot to make sure you're actually dotting eyes. At least for me. Maybe it's the dyslexia, I don't know. But I like that. I like the way that's spaced. We got lots of stagger. That's good. All right, this one has a space for an author, so I did choose a quote by one of my favorite authors of all time, actually. This is a Stephen King quote. And my next pen up is the Tombow Fudenosuke in orange, and it is books are a uniquely portable magic. A, I love Stephen King, and B, I have been obsessed with reading. My new author is Megan Quinn. I do have my Goodreads account linked in the description box of my videos now. If you're ever curious about what I'm reading, you can check that out. Follow me on Goodreads if you would like. But so since I've been so obsessed with reading, and Stephen King is one of my favorite authors, this quote really spoke to me. It's nice and short, so it's definitely gonna fit. Books are a uniquely portable magic, which especially now, I love the feel of a real actual book in my hands, but years ago when we were on a cruise and I didn't have room for many books in my suitcase, I really started to embrace the e-reading trend. We still have an entire room in our house lined with bookshelves full of books, but I definitely am a lover of Kindle Unlimited now and just can read to my heart's content and not worry about how fast I'm going through books and how much the next book in the series is going to cost. So highly recommend that. You can find sales all the time on Kindle Unlimited deals where you get a deal on the first couple months. So if you're interested, definitely check that out. I'm loving Megan Quinn right now, and all of her books are available on Kindle. So anyway, enough about that. Let's get started. So we're gonna do, most of the quotes today are gonna be 3 rows like this. We can go a 4th, but I tried to stay away from really long quotes. So we've got 3, 3, or 2, 2, and 2 again. So we're gonna start our normal spot. Books are A. Spacing's a little awkward there, but that's okay. Uniquely portable. Okay, so no descenders to worry about, so we can just start this row whenever. I'm just gonna start it even because I think it's gonna be a little bit longer. That was a close one. That was a close one. Okay, so magic. This, we've got lots of room. I'm tempted to write it all in caps, but I think if I just kind of center it here, there are no ascenders for entanglements. That'll kind of draw attention to the word all by itself on one line. So let's just kind of center it right here. There, that's good. Did a good guess on where to center, where to start my M for magic. All right, we've got room for an author again here. And so I went with another favorite author of mine. 3 of the 4 authors I chose today are authors I have read and love. So the next one is Arthur C. Clarke. Okay, and we have the other end of this yellow. We're going to use the thin end this time of the Cleograph, and it is Magic is Just Science That We Don't Understand Yet. So in case you couldn't tell by me first saying that Stephen King is one of my favorites, I love horror, sci-fi, fantasy, all of those genres. Actually the third, so I've got horror, I've got sci-fi, and the last author I have, Terry Goodkin, is fantasy. So I've got my 3 main genres. Well, I'm reading a lot of romance right now, but anyway, so Arthur C. Clarke, Magic is Just Science That We Don't Understand Yet. That is one of the longer quotes today, so we're definitely gonna need to break it into 3 rows. I don't think 4 though. So we're gonna start in the normal spot right below the date and just see how much of that we can fit onto the first line. I think we're gonna get Magic is Just, and Science is not gonna fit, but let's see. Yeah, no way Science is gonna fit there. Science that we, Science that we don't. I think we're gonna have to be able to squeeze all of that in there because Understand Yet is pretty long. We might be in a little bit of trouble here. Science that we don't. I could unhyphenate don't and go with do not, but we're gonna just see if I think I can fit it. And then no descenders, so Understand Yet. I'm just gonna keep it in line. Perfect. That's really perfect. I like that. Okay, so no author box here, so I have another author unknown. Those who don't believe in magic will never find it. I just loved that one. That one really spoke to me. That one's about as long as this one, so we're just gonna do 3 rows again, start right here next to the first sticker and see how much we can fit. Those who don't believe. Those who don't, I bet is gonna fit. Believe in magic. I think we can squeeze that. We're gonna start a little bit further over because that's a little bit more. Believe in magic. No descenders, so we're free and clear. I don't do that on purpose, I swear guys, I do not do that on purpose. Believe in magic. Oops. I do that all the time. It's no biggie. If you use correction tape as opposed to like a pen, you can write right over it as long as it's stuck down pretty well. And that's really, really minor. I caught it pretty quick, so we're gonna be okay. Those who don't believe in magic, and you can hardly see that whiteout. So if you just flip to the spread and read through, you're never even gonna know it was there. Will never find it. So just got one descender. It's out quite a ways. It's gonna be too hard to try to predict where to put it to miss it. So we're just gonna have to get lucky. I have a little bit of a pattern going, so I'm gonna come back out and start this row pretty much even with the T. Will never find it. Whoa, Jazzy, gave me a heart attack. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna try to squeeze the F before this because I need to, I have to. There we go. That is not too bad. I'll take it. That fits really nicely in that space. Oops. Okay, I always forget, I'm way zoomed in. Apologies if Jazzy gave you a heart attack. He definitely gave me one. I'm gonna have to see in the editing if I jumped on camera. Okay, luckily I wasn't writing right at that second. So this one, the author of this one is Carol Mosley Braun. I am not familiar with that author. I'm not sure what genre she writes in. Okay, and we're using that hot pink Vice Brand for this one. Magic lies in challenging what seems impossible. Okay, so almost as long as the ones we've been doing, one of the longer ones. So we're gonna do our 3 rows again, starting way over under Friday. Magic lies in. And then, so the more you write, especially for me with inspirational quotes, I'm starting to get, after several months, a feel for where the quotes are gonna break up. I'm pretty sure we're gonna end up with magic lies in, challenging what seems impossible. That's how it's gonna break up, I can already tell. So magic lies in, that's a little bit of a shorter line, so I'm gonna start it toward the end of Friday. Challenging what? All right, we're just gonna start way over because that's a little bit longer. Seems impossible. Again, very long, almost as long as this line, so we're gonna start right over at the edge again. I couldn't help it, I had to start this over just a tiny little bit so I had room for a nice clean dot on my eye. Okay, last quote is by my last favorite author, Terry Goodkin. And the quote is actually the longest one today. There is no place so dangerous as a world without magic. So I don't think we're gonna need to break it into 4 rows. I think we'll keep it as 3 because it's only slightly longer than this one. And these stickers give me a tiny bit more space. So we're just gonna start way over and see how much we can fit. There is no place I believe we can get all of that on the first line. There is no place. Excellent, just what I thought. So dangerous as a. Let's see how much of that we can fit. World without magic. A little bit squished here. Little bit squished. I could have squeezed world in and made it a little bit shorter, but it was just really too early in the process to be able to know that for sure. So, but it looks okay. It looks okay. Last but not least is a nice short quote. Believe in the magic within you. That's actually the shortest quote I have today. So I could do believe in the magic within you as 2 lines, or we can do 2, 2, and 2 words. So let's not crowd it. Let's go ahead and do 3 rows. Believe in the magic within you. Let's do that. So, but I am gonna start over here. Maybe we'll try to go make the whole thing slant. Although within you is kind of long. Let's just try it. Let's just play it by ear. Believe in. Oh yeah, tons of room. So rather than put the on here, I'm gonna start the second 2 words, but slanted. So if we do a nice sharp slant, we're gonna start the T about here. The magic. And then last but not least is within you. So to keep with my slant, I'm going to start my W way, way, way over here. Within you. So we could have absolutely fit that on 2 lines, but there are other ways to play with spacing and alignment on a quote and have it turn out really, really well. So, all right. So next week obviously is Easter. The days are off by 1 day since this is a 2022 calendar and I'm doing it for 2023, but that's okay. I mean, it's quite obviously Easter, so we'll definitely do Easter quotes next week. So, but there we go. There is my Stay Magical. I'm not too happy with this, but I didn't think about the fact that I needed room for the descender on my G. So next time, live and learn, but it's still beautiful. I still love it. I'm so glad I did it. I hope you like this video. I hope it encourages you to not necessarily jump into hand lettering, but definitely spend some time with gratitude or inspirational quotes each week. Even if you're just reading them, you don't have to copy them or write them or brush letter them. Just spending a little bit of time each week, I guarantee it's going to have at least a little bit of a positive influence on your day. So if you like this video, please consider liking, subscribing, dropping me a smiley face or a kind word. All those interactions with my videos help me with the YouTube algorithm and are a great way to support me and help me grow. Thank you!